Good morning and a happy Easter. It's good to be back on the Unwavering Hope channel. Thank you for all those who liked my last post and those who comment. I appreciate it. It's good to be back. And it's going to be something very short this morning. It's me saying happy celebration, happy Easter. Hope you had fun. Now, I'm going to be sharing something distinct that I learned differently this year. Whenever it's Easter period, we all have that time when we go back to Matthew 27 and just check, or Luke or John, and just read, reminiscence about the story of Jesus giving up his life for us. No, but something caught my attention differently this time around, and it's the fact that even though the people shouted that they wanted Barabbas instead of Jesus, and they kept shouting that they would take Barabbas, they were still in line with what God wanted. Everything that happened, the piercing of Jesus, the taunts, everything was in line with what God had set in place that was going to happen. He had said it through the prophets like Daniel, like David, in times where like Isaiah. These are things that God had said. And although they shouted that they wanted Barabbas, who has been written or has been said to be a murderer, they were actually depicting the love that Christ has for us as his children. Barabbas was a murderer from what we have read in the Bible. If you've been referred to as a murderer, and when you think about a murderer, a person who has committed the highest form of offense that we can think of, man, and that was the person that Jesus stepped in to take his place. The thieves were also there, but it seemed like the highest form of sin that someone can actually commit is that person whom God stepped in to help, whom Jesus stepped in to take his place. And that depicts a perfect picture of that. No matter what we have done, no matter the sin you have committed, no matter the height of sin, and everybody has said there is no way out, this thing you have done is the highest form of sin ever. Jesus is there to take your place. Jesus has died to take your place. And so why don't you reach out to him today and tell him that I love you and I want to accept your redemption. I want to accept your redemption work. I believe that you died for me, and just accept that love, the highest form of love that doesn't care about whatever you've done, that highest form of love that loved you even when you were in the deepest form of sin, that highest form of love that came from his place of glory to save you. He saved Barabbas. He saved Barabbas indirectly. Even though the people thought they were doing him harm, they were actually carrying out the plan in which God had in mind. They were carrying out the plan in which God had in mind for mankind, which the plan that God had set in place, that Jesus will come and would take our place. He would forgive our sins. He will put himself in the shoes of whatever we've done, and he would take away that sin and give us a new life. And so he chose Barabbas, who was the murderer. He chose Barabbas over every other person. Though it seemed like he was the worst of all sinners, he took his place and he died in his spot. And that was it. That's a typical example of what Jesus, or who Jesus is, the symbol of a man who takes our place, who takes our pain, who takes away the highest form of sin from which man, the repercussion for our sin. It takes away the pain in which we are supposed to bear. And that's who Jesus is. And so whenever you think about Jesus, think of him as a man who is a savior. Think of him as a man who has taken your place in everything that the enemy has set in place, every repercussion, everything that you're supposed to go through as a person, everything you're supposed to go through in your generation, everything, maybe generational curses or whatever it is. He has come and he said he became cursed that we might be free. He became cursed that we might be blessed. He became poor that we might be rich. And so live your life understanding that God has taken your place, and now you have his place. You sit beside him in the place of glory. You sit beside him in the place of honor. And so he has come to take your spot today, and do not let the enemy let you keep wallowing in sin. Reach out to him today and give your life to him. I love you so much, and I'll be back next time. Love you. Bye.